What's up athletes? Welcome to this Get Abs in 2 Weeks challenge by CureFit. I hope you are as excited as I am to start this 2 weeks abs challenge. I am Kinor and I will guide you in this exciting, fun and challenging workout that you will begin with us today. I know most of you would have thought that getting six-pack abs is only for movie stars and fitness YouTubers. Well, what if I told you that this video will get you started on that journey where at the end you can have the same six-pack abs that you've always dreamed about. All of this can be done from the comfort of your house and you do not need any equipments. In this video, I have brought to you the perfect plan to get started on your building your abs. We have 10 hand-picked exercises which will work wonders for you. It does not matter if you are 20 or 40. It does not matter if you are a beginner or a regular gym goer. This video is for everyone who wants to build their core strength and reach the point where your abs start looking like mine. Yes, you too can get that six-pack abs. Now, let us start this 2 weeks challenge by doing the following workouts. Remember, I want you to start working out along with me in this video itself. So go and get your yoga mat and we will begin in the next 1 minute. Guys, let's move into our first movement for the day, known as the jumping jacks. Jumping jacks is going to work on your cardiovascular endurance and also going to take your heart rate up. Let's go. As you're doing them, make sure you're not jumping too wide with your feet. Nice and easy, but keep going constantly at a good pace. Don't stop the next few seconds. Hands all the way up at the top to warm your shoulders up and to get your body warmed up. Keep going guys, don't stop. Alright guys, and we are done with the jumping jacks. We're going to begin our second movement known as the leg raises now, which is going to entirely work on your lower abdomen along with your entire core as well guys. So let me show you how to do them. Lie down on your back, keep your upper body up, eyes on the feet, eyes on your toes, and lift up and down. Make sure you're keeping your lower back straight. If not, you can always keep your arms underneath and then go for these leg raises. Got it guys? Now let's begin. As you can see, make sure you keep your knees locked up and keep your legs straight while you're working on these leg raises. Make sure to keep your upper abdomen engaged as well to get the best out of these movements. Keep your core tight and breathe in, breathe out. Do not hold your breath guys. And make sure you're doing it in the best form possible. Keep going, do not stop. That's right guys, nice work, keep it up. Only a few more seconds. I can already feel my lower abdomen burning guys. That's it, nice work. Alright guys, and we are done. Now my lower core is already feeling that burn. And now time to move on to your third movement known as the Flutter Kicks. Flutter Kicks are going to work on your lower abdomen and your hip flexors and the quads at the same time, shaping up your entire core as well guys. Let's move into it and let me show you how it is done. You need to maintain the hollow hold. Make sure your lower back is on the ground, eyes on the feet, and start kicking your legs up and down. Flutter your legs, keep going. Got it, guys? Now let's begin. These flutter kicks will really shape out these lower abdomen of yours and get them tight and strong in no time. And especially after those leg raises, I'm sure you can already feel that tightness on that lower abdomen. As you can see, my lower abdomen is getting tighter and tighter, and it's getting engaged completely with these movements out here. Hope you guys are feeling the same. Don't forget to keep the form right in all your movements. Keep going, guys. Let's not stop. Just a few more seconds. Keep that lower back straight, core tight, shoulders up, eyes on the feet. Alright, now we are finally done with that movement, and we'll be moving on to our fourth movement, guys. That is the scissor kicks. Now scissor kicks again are gonna be really effective on that lower abdomen, and you guys are already warmed up on that part. So now let's begin and find out how it feels on that. Alright guys, now let me show you how scissor kicks are supposed to be done.
Lie down on your back, eyes on the feet, legs lifted up, hands either under your glutes, or if you can keep your lower back straight, you can keep your hands just right beside your thighs. And then go for these scissors. Criss, cross, criss, cross. Keep going.
Alright guys, let's start your scissor kicks now. As you're doing these scissor kicks, make sure you're feeling your inner thighs as well and keeping that whole legs engaged. Your lower abdomen will now start giving you that nice burn that you guys are looking for, especially after those leg raises, those flutter kicks, and now especially those scissor kicks will definitely get that core worked up, guys. Especially that lower abdomen will shape up in no time. Now keep going, don't stop. Alright, now let's move into our fifth movement, the feet off crunches. These feet off crunches will now work on the upper abdomen that has been engaged throughout this while, but your lower abdomen is where you were working out most. Now you're going to keep that lower ab engaged by keeping your feet off the ground and moving on that upper abdomen to get that entire core worked out. Your whole core will start shaping up as you keep doing these movements over time. Now let's begin, and let me show you how these feet off crunches are done. Lie down on your back,
Make sure the feet is off and hands back behind your head. Breathe out up.
down, breathe in.
Breathe out up. Make sure you're holding it at the top to get that entire core worked out. Your upper abdomen is moving, your lower abdomen is engaged, your entire core is getting worked out.
Guys, I hope you got the movement, feet off crunches. Now time to get started. Guys, make sure you're squeezing that upper abdomen into that lower abdomen, which is already engaged, and getting the best out of these movements. Hold it there for a second or two, slowly release down, bring yourself back up again, hold that position, keep that core tight, breathe in, slowly relax, get back down, breathe out, squeeze that upper abdomen into that lower abdomen now, and get that entire core worked out, guys. Now keep going, try to get engaged on your core in the best way possible, guys. Keep moving. Alright guys, and we are done with those feet off crunches. Wow, feels amazing. Guys, those crunches were intense. Before we move into the next 5 movements, I want to tell you that the most important thing while working on your abs is your form. I want you to make sure that you do all these workouts in the proper form to avoid any injuries. Many people get excited in a workout series and try to go as many exercises in a very small amount of time. But this is something that I want you to take care of. Make sure that you are doing these workouts in the right form to avoid any injuries. Don't forget to add this video into your playlist and join me every day for the next 14 days to see real-time changes. Guys, eat clean and fresh, keep yourself hydrated and get some good sleep to make your six-pack visible. Let me know in the comments how you found this workout. Alright guys, now we'll move into the sixth movement out here. Full wipers. Let me show you how it is done.
Arms out in a T shape, legs to the right, don't let it touch the floor. And
this is how it is supposed to be done, guys. You can always bend your knees if you're not being able to go for these full wipers. But I would suggest to get the best out of these movements, make sure you're keeping your legs straight as well. Alright, as you're doing them, now make sure you do not touch the ground with both your feet. Keep them squeezed in towards each other and keep them off the ground. Make sure you're squeezing that side abdomen as well and you're stretching it out, flexing it in. You can always bend your knees if you need to. If you are tired with these full wipers, you can always go for these half wipers. But I would suggest you to keep going for these full wipers to get the best out of these movements. Alright guys, now let's move into our next movement, which is known as the plank knee to the elbow. Now this plank knee to the elbow is going to work on entire core and help you build up that strength on that six-pack ab of yours, guys. And bringing those knees to your elbows will definitely make sure that you are engaging those lower abs all the way to the top, guys. Alright athletes, now let me show you how to do our seventh movement known as the plank hole knee to your elbow. Alright, elbows right under your shoulder, head looking forward, make sure your shoulders are not dropping down, push them away from the ground, palms separated, looking straight up, knees off the ground, hold that plank strong before you move into your knee to the elbow. Now squeeze that side abdomen along with your lower abs. Get those obliques working. And this is how you are supposed to do. Now let's begin, guys. Now keep going. Elbow to the knee. Breathe out when you touch your elbows to the knee. And keep going. Keep that core tight. Elbows right under your shoulder. Keep your head looking forward, guys. Make sure your hips are parallel to the floor. And do not lift or drop your hips down. Make sure you're maintaining that neutral spine. Keep going, keep your palms separated and load up that shoulder along with your core. This entire core of yours is gonna get that burn and you're gonna definitely shape up that core in no time. And we are done. Now let's move into the eighth one known as the jumping climbers. Now this movement especially is going to work on that lower abdomen with a bit of dynamic movement out here and gonna take your heart rate up as well, guys. So let me show you how it is done. Firstly, get on that high plank. Make sure you're holding a solid high plank even before you start. Make sure your hips are parallel to ground, head looking forward. Don't look down, guys. Don't look towards your toes. Look up straight and knees in, knees up. Knees in, knees up. Keep going. Got it? Now let's begin. Alright guys, make sure your plank is very strong and solid while you're doing these jumping mountain climbers. And if at any time you are feeling tired, make sure you go for those mountain climbers with single leg coming in and out. Keep going and maintain the strong plank hold while you are jumping in and out, in and out, to work on that lower abdomen and at the same time your entire core. Alright, that was awesome guys. Now we'll be moving on to the 9th movement of our day, which is known as the alternate V sit-ups. These are going to work on your entire core along with these internal and your external obliques out here guys. Now let me show you how to do this movement and let's start this together. Alright, so that is how you go for these movements, and now let's begin our workout now. Alright guys, as you can see, try to keep your shoulders up and your legs up even before you start the alternate V sit-up. What that's going to do is make sure your lower abdomen and your upper abdomen is already engaged even before you start these movements, and once you start them, your obliques, internal and your external, will completely get worked up along with your entire core. You can always lie back down and come back up and touch your toes alternatively, but to get the best out of these movements, try to keep that shoulder up and that legs up even before you start the alternate V sit-up, and try to maintain that form throughout that time. And alright, we are done now. Now before we move into the last exercise, I invite you on to the CureFit app and try out our CureFit live. Here you can work out with trainers like me who will guide you in your journey to your perfect body, build up your endurance, or to reach out to your goals. If you download the app through the link in the description and comment first, you will get a free access of 14 days. Alright athletes, now let's move into the final movement for the day, the 10th movement known as the hollow hold. Let me show you how it is done. Lie down on the ground, make sure you lift that upper body up, shoulders off the floor, and slowly straighten that leg out. Squeeze your armpits towards each other and hands on the thighs. You can always take them back and scale up the movement, or keep them front and hold tight. Alright guys, now let's begin the movement. Alright guys, as you are holding this hollow plank, make sure you're keeping your entire body tight and squeezed up, and remember, it is the basic movement and the gateway to most of the advanced core movements out there. Get that form right and keep holding up. Get stronger. Alright guys, now we are done finally. Phew. Alright, that was intense. I hope you guys are feeling exactly the way I am, and even if you cannot maintain the same pace as me, make sure you keep pushing harder. Guys, remember that this is a 2 weeks challenge to get your six-pack abs, and all I want to tell you is that you come back and watch this video for the next 14 days. After you do this challenge for the next 14 days and follow the right nutrition, Trust me, you will surely see some real-time changes in your abs. For those of you who are just starting your six-pack journey, let me tell you, things happen over time and not overnight. Well, at the end of 14 days, all of you will notice a stronger core, but for all the beginners starting your journey right now today, you will need to put in a little more time and effort to see those six-pack abs. Stay tuned to our CureFit YouTube channel. Like the video, share it across with your friends and family. Save the video either in your watch later or create a new personal playlist. Please subscribe to our CureFit channel if you haven't already and hit the bell icon to never miss a video from us.